Hello, I'm Tom, and these are my thoughts from the sofa. What a confusing time we live in. Nearly everything in our life has changed, and we've lost so many of those routines that normally gave shape and a sense of meaning to our lives. So we're looking to see what other people are doing. We want to know, how are they coping? Maybe we can take a lead from them. So we're following trends even more than usual. Social media is full of advice, isn't it? Do this exercise program, structure your days like this, bake bread, grow vegetables, go outside and clap for the NHS, join an online choir, write a blog, play tennis with your friend on the rooftop across the street. Well, that could be helpful, but if we're only just managing to keep going, we can easily feel inadequate, or we might start to judge other people for their way of coping. Well, after Jesus had been crucified and rose to life on the first Easter, he was with his friends, and he'd been talking to Peter about some of the things that he was going to face in his own life and death. Spoiler alert, it's worse than having no toilet roll. Peter saw John following, and Peter said to him, he said to Jesus, "Lord, what about this man?" And Jesus said, "If it's my will that he remains until I come, what's that to you? You follow me." So Jesus' message to Peter and to us is, don't worry about other people and what my plans are for them. You just make sure to follow me. Well, I've been lucky enough to travel a bit, and I've worked in prisons and with homeless people, with drug users, children and adults with all kinds of what we call disabilities. And people are more varied than you might think. As well as our different genes and family backgrounds, cultures, languages, we've all got different abilities. I'm quite good with writing and with numbers, but practical things, making stuff, really challenging for me. It's easy for me to take my own abilities for granted and think less of people who have got other gifts. And equally, I can get really frustrated with myself when I can't do things that other people seem to do so easily. Christian Schwartz, in this book, calls it gift projection. So anyway, we need to be gentle with each other as we face this crisis, and gentle with ourselves. Leave out that judgment. We've each got our own load to bear, though of course we can help or hinder one another as we carry it. Romans chapter 14 verse 4 says, "What right do you have to criticize someone else's servants? Only their Lord can decide if they're doing right, and the Lord will make sure that they do right." Let's take care to follow his lead as we each put our abilities together to work in his kingdom. And now, if you've got a moment, I'm going to read a poem. It's sort of relevant and I really like it. It's called Here Am I by Steve Turner. This is my flesh, I give it to you. These are my thoughts, and this is my work. Here are my faults. Here is the fear I discuss with myself. Here are my good jokes. Here are my bad ones. The flesh is falling apart. It will have to do. The thoughts are uncontrollable. Some of them hate each other. Here is my sweat and my decay. The face only mirrors see. This is my love and my lack of love. Here is my laughter. Here are the years. Here am I.